So where do I begin? I think that no matter where we are in this world, the relationships we have, the job we have, the school we go to, the circles we hang out in, the most important thing about all of this stuff is community. YouTube for me was something that I could just be creative with. I could communicate what I do for a living to my audience, to my customers, but it quickly became something else. It became something that I never thought it would be. Leathercraft as a whole for me had always been this incredible place where I could find this community. There's no other way to put it but community. When I started Leathercraft, I looked up to a whole bunch of Leathercrafters, and I would constantly just check their feeds, I would check their YouTube channels, and there was one crafter that always stood out to me. One crafter who I just felt was so genuine and so caring and just lived in community. But most important, I think he created community. Like most of you guys, going through Instagram was your inspiration for creating your leather goods and following different crafters who had gone on before and were very successful. There's this tiny little place in Utah called Eden, and it is really close to Ogden. And I had no idea that this place even existed up until about 3 years ago. I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across this one brand called Stock and Barrel. Let me tell you, right away I was super intrigued. Everything about this page was just super clean. The work was amazing. The leathers that they chose were just incredible. And tell you the truth, I wanted to be Stock and Barrel. I also started getting on YouTube and looking for tutorials on how to build things, what leathers to choose, how to choose the correct leather, how to choose sewing machines, just the whole deal. And I quickly came across Parker from Stock and Barrel. And like most of you, I am sure you fell instantly in love with his content. What I loved about Parker and his wife Whitney was just their love for the community, their love for just explaining things and their knowledge about the craft. I felt this instant connection and this just joy that I got from watching these videos. I think what came across very early on watching his videos is that not only was he really good at his craft and really good at branding, but his family was a huge part of his life. If you don't know Parker and Whitney, they have 3 beautiful children, and this brand, I feel, is almost based around that community of family. And I don't know about you, but I love that. That is something that resonated with me. I have a wife and 2 children and 1 on the way, and it is something that has always stuck with me. So after a couple years of crafting and watching Parker's videos, I reached out to him on Instagram. I never knew if I'd ever get a response back, but I did it anyway because I just wanted to thank him for his great contribution to the leathercraft world. There weren't many channels like his, you know, ones that were so open and honest and just eager to share leathercraft. So one day, I opened up my Instagram account and I found that Parker had written me back, and I was over the moon. I could not believe it. Parker had taken the time to write back to me. Not only that, I got a follow back, which was unreal to me. I couldn't believe it. Ever since that day, we started this relationship back and forth. We'd bounce ideas off each other's. We just grew and grew in the community. I think we were both on the same page of what the leathercraft community should be. It should be this open book, this well of knowledge for us to learn. And there was this one line that Parker used a few times, and it's kind of been my motto in the last little while, and that is, a rising tide raises all ships. I think when we think of our businesses, we're all competitors and we're trying to, get that sale or get that customer. But I think what's more important, what's way better, is that sense of community, helping each other out. There is always a slice of the pie for everyone. Everyone has their own niche, everyone has their own style, and everyone has their own brand. And I've seen this over and over again. Parker has really instilled in me this sense of community to give back, and I'm really thankful for that. It's opened the doors for so many friends, for so many people that I never thought I would ever have in my life. Through this YouTube and Instagram community, I can't even explain to you just the sense of comfort and accomplishment and friendship I have gained over the few years that I've been on YouTube and Instagram. If you are one of those crafters or people who just want to hide everything in and keep it internalized and I don't want anybody to find out my secrets, and I just encourage you just to step out of that comfort zone. Get into some sort of community. Make that relationship with someone. I promise you, it will be the best thing you have ever done. It will grow you as a crafter. It will grow you as a person. It will grow you as a husband or wife. It'll grow you as a member of something bigger, something better. Community over competition. It'll be one of those things that I will constantly remember in whatever I do. Instead of making an enemy, let's make a friend. Instead of fighting somebody, let's do something with them. Let's collaborate. Let's make this craft better than just some sort of competition. Don't get me wrong, competition is good. Healthy competition is good. It makes us better crafters. It makes us think outside the box. It makes us more creative. But in the long run, community over competition. I really want to thank Parker and Whit for having me over the last couple days. I really felt like a little king there. They treated me so well. And the best thing about this, I told this to Parker as I was getting out of his car, what I see on camera is what I see in real life. Parker and Whit, you are great people. Thank you so much for taking me in. And I only hope that I can be as gracious and as loving to other people that come my way. Thanks for your great example. I appreciate you guys. And to all the other crafters and people in community, I really just encourage you to reach out to somebody in the craft, get to know them, make some sort of a friendship or a relationship, and maybe collaborate with them down the road. Competition is great, but community is way better. Guys, if you're not already following Parker and Whitney at Stock and Barrel, I super encourage you to do that right now. They pump out a ton of amazing content. I learned a lot from that channel. Before I even started YouTube, I was watching their videos, and that really boosted my self-confidence and just my self-awareness inside the leathercraft community. Also, if you like what you see on this channel, please consider subscribing. I love you, praying for you, and God bless. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.